Hey, Big at Homestead fam. Have Americana here. Look how big this bird is. Huge. I'm gonna show you the difference in the sizes. We're just gonna get caught up. They're 7 weeks now. It's a 7-week-old bird. And I have another Americana. I'm gonna show you that one. What I'm gonna do is show you them at 2 weeks, what my routine, and some more tips that I learned. So each week I'm gonna give you new tips until we get caught up to current. Here's the other Americana, not happy, but you can see the size. Definitely not as big as the other one, and this is the one I think is a rooster. It's been looking at me in the eye since the beginning. See, look at it. This is Americana. Americana. Here's speckled Sussex. Speckled Sussex. Beautiful. Look at the pattern on the speckled Sussex. Friendly bird too. Say bye to Speckle. Say bye. Bye bye. This is the difference in the size. It's almost double the size. That looks like it'll be a better size. If you're just getting a few chicks, the other toad is fine. It's time to clean the brooder, and what I do is put them in another container. It just makes it easier. But if you have two that are the same size, you could alternate and always have one ready. So just move them to the clean one and then clean the dirty one. This is a gold lace wine dot. I have 3 wine dots, 2 silver lace, and 1 gold lace. Beautiful bird. Okay, you can go. Silver lace. This will be silver lace. Beautiful baby. If you don't like poop, this might not be for you. I'm trying to show you his face. Pretty, pretty baby. Another silver lace. This is the Coco Moran, one of them. This is the one I knew the first because of the marking on the head. Coco Moran. Okay. Here's the other Coco Moran. I think this one is a speckled Sussex. The other one was the gold lace. See the color? Beautiful bird. This is Americana, one of them. The other one's much lighter. This one I got, this is Americana also. That bird is huge. First I was wondering if it was a meat bird. Guineas are hard to hold. They're really wild. This is a guinea hen. They don't like to be contained or controlled. All right, go down there with your buddies. Got one. Let me get the other. Got him. There's a wild guy there. This is what the chicken brooder looks like after the massacre. And it seems like they like to poop over here more. I think because the grate keeps their feet from touching the ground, but this is what it looks like. So it is a lot of work and it's kind of gross. So if you don't like doing this kind of stuff, might want to think twice. This is the master rooster. This one teaches everyone else. This is an olive egger, and it's so it just lets you get it. It's just so nice. This is an olive egg. I got 2 of the olive eggers. This one is teaching the other ones. Mr. Lone Star's in ICU. That's why he's in a different kennel. Today he gets to move back in. Mr. Big Hat made this, and this is a good idea. The only thing is they poop. They like to stand on this and poop, I think because their feet don't get wet, but it gets all on the edges of the frame. So I think a better design would be a thinner frame or just doing solid, just hardware cloth and taking off the sharp edges. So I might do that. I might go cut a piece of hardware cloth and just lay that over, so that way when they poop, I don't have to worry about this frame here. The goal of this paper down here is so I can just roll it up and get all of this out. But you know, the chickens kick stuff all underneath, so it still works okay. But if you don't clean this stuff, it's gonna stink really bad. I don't have a composter yet for this, but once they're outside, I'll probably do more of that. Have a waterer that's contained, that would be better. Which I think I'm gonna move up to that next week. But for now, this is what I have, and I would say having a water that's contained or hung, and same thing with the food. Really what the chickens need is nothing where they can run on. Like it needs to be, everything needs to be up off the ground because they will mess it up. So I'm gonna take this outside and wash it, and then we'll come back and put everything back. There's Mr. Lone Star wondering what's going on, peeping around, checking things out. Another tip is using the screen on top to keep the dust down, and the Reclaim store has them for $2 no matter the size. Doing everything I can to keep them healthy. This is called Stall Master Medium Blend. Alright, I'll come back once this is full and show you the next step. This is why I changed from this light to the other. Look at this. And I'll show you on the plastic right here. It burnt the plastic up. Okay, I put the shavings in there, and we had this one that Mr. Big Hat Homestead made, but I felt like we needed another one, and I found this in the garage, and I wasn't using it. I might go to Dollar Tree and see if they have more of these, but it's like the little baker's rack. I was going to cut some of the hardware cloth, but you know, the edges aren't sharp. I don't have to do anything but sit it in there. So I'm going to put the food, let's see if I gotta put it flat because these chickens something else. Okay, so I will put the food here, the water there, and then the rooster over here. Let me see how everything sits in here, because they don't really like to stand in their stuff, but they like to kick these shavings everywhere. They still got some they can play with, and under here they like the shavings. They don't poop under there. I think one of the main things keeps this messy is the waterer, because if it leaks, it just makes a mess. It you know, builds up, you know, fungus and bacteria, and it just makes it smelly and all of that. So you probably could go a little longer with cleanings if your water is not leaking. I'm gonna try this other water I have while I go out and look for the kind where they can just peck it. But I'll probably have to change this one a couple times a day. That's fine. I'm gonna see if this one does better than the bigger one I had, because they had their feet in there, standing in there, doing everything, doing the most. I updated their food bowl to this one. So I had a little one when they were really tiny. Well, they're only 2 weeks, but they were super tiny, and they put their whole body up in here. So this doesn't seem like it's closing that well though. Okay, operator error. So I'll turn this to this way because they'll have that thing open. So I think I'll sit this. You gotta have stuff sturdy because these chickens are a mess. And we'll see how this works out. Each time I do this, I learn different things we can do better. And so that's one of the things. I'm just trying this. It may not work, but I've tried a few different things. And then also, before you put the chicks back in here, you want to make sure their food and water is in place. You don't want to be chickens running around while you're trying to do this. And I'll tell you a story what happened. You know, the first day that I got the chicks. You know, hustling and bustling, not being focused. But thankfully it turned out okay. All right, here we go. I'll bring the chicks in. I didn't get the guineas out in time. Look at that, they jumping up trying to get to their chickens. Let me handle these. Whew. All right, everybody's in here. Those guineas are something else. They love those chickens. They say when you raise them together, they're very protective. And the turkey, they really love the turkey. So look at their feathers. They're coming in beautifully. Get some close-ups of them. And then I'm gonna get the turkey and y'all will see them reunite. All right, let's get the turkey, baby. And we're gonna reunite with us guinea friends. The guineas and the turkeys get along really well. Okay, you getting ready to leave? I see you. You have anything to say for yourself? All right. This turkey is definitely more feisty now. I can tell that it's feeling much better. We did a Olympic move there. Let me pick them up and then definitely feeling better because it's running wild. Okay, y'all, here's Lone Star. He gets to come back in with his chicken friends. We'll get some more turkeys next month. So they'll have some buddies. And this is a black Spanish turkey. Look at those eyes. All right, you're in with your friends. There you go. So I watch them to make sure they're still getting along. But when I first got the turkeys, the chickens kind of corralled them underneath the heat here, and they just kind of looked after them. But once that other one was sick, they were just savages, stepping on them and everything. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys watch them bond and while I finish cleaning up. All right. Okay, I got this one. I'm going to put this in here. Actually, this might actually work better than that one. Put this in here. And I'll leave this one in here till they finish it. Once they finish it, I'm going to take that one out and just leave this one in. And then they'll have all this room here. There we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content and you got something out of it. And if you did, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. I'm just going to leave the camera on these babies for the next couple minutes, so feel free to continue to watch.